out here in a hurry that if you stomp your feet on these stands, you can make a lot of noise. This place has the potential of being the loudest ballpark in the league. Mike Davis at the plate hitting .261. No homers, 4 runs batted in. The first pitch to Davis is bunted to the right side of the mound, and this one's trouble too. First baseman shovels to the second baseman covering the bag, but no! The umpire says it pulled him off the bag. Davis must have watched what Bustos did and said, you know what, that looks like a pretty good place to bunt the ball. He bunted it right to the same spot. And Dan Graham at the plate now. He's been the RBI man for this team, the leader in RBIs. Graham's hitting .299, 3 homers and 23 runs batted in. Also leads the team in walks with 23. Payoff pitch with the runners going, and he takes ball 4, and that's going to produce a run. Dan Graham draws a bases-loaded walk, and the Rox have taken a 1-0 lead. Darryl Michael Nicholas, 5'11", 180-pounder. He's 30 years of age, just joined the ball club yesterday. Was a 4th-round selection by the Milwaukee Brewers back in 1994. 3-1 pitch. Is looped just over second row of the mound towards second base. The shortstop guns it over to first base, not in time, and a run will score. Darryl Nicholas with a little bloop single. Delbert batting .252, a couple of home runs and 15 runs batted in. Ground ball right side is going to be into the outfield for a base hit. Rounding third, headed for home is Graham. 2 runs will score, and the Rox lead it 4-0. 2-2 pitch. Check swing. Called strike. Veritek down on strike. That's 8 strikeouts on the night for Chris Hill. I wondered, during those nights when we were having cold, chilly, wet weather, how many fans would show up on a beautiful night during the week? Well, we have our answer. Close to 2,800 last night. We surpassed that tonight. 3,162. Darn good attendance. Brockton should be proud. The kids starting to make their way down towards the field for the Cardboards promotion as Connor Brooks comes set. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Catches the inside part of the plate for a called strike. That is the ball game. Brooks strikes out the pinch hitter Valdez, and the Rox win it 4-2, their 3rd straight win, and they are staying alive.
Fun is good, and winning is fun. The team's second 3-game win streak of the season brought them back to the 500 mark, 16 wins and 16 losses. And the team was playing well. The new additions to the roster seemed to have added new life to the team. Pitching was improved, with the team ERA coming down from above 6 all the way down below 5. The team was leading the league in stolen bases, which made them fun to watch, but time was running short in the first half to try to catch front-running New Jersey. Oh, and you might have heard a brief mention of the Rox Card Wars promotion. In theory, a great idea. You scatter baseball cards all across the outfield and let kids scramble for them. Great, right? Logistically, not so good. Some kids got out onto the field and started scooping up cards before other kids had even made their way through the dugout and up to the field, so some kids didn't get any cards at all. And then there was confusion on where the kids and parents were supposed to meet afterwards, so you had some lost boys, lost girls, angry parents. Not a good scene. It might have been better if they had scattered drugs and weapons across the outfield and called it gang wars. Or maybe not. The next day was another big promotion at Campanelli Stadium, a tribute to the Negro Leagues, and this was a wonderful idea. The players were each given a replica Negro League uniform to wear, and visually this was a home run. know, as that promotion looked, it could have and should have been even better. I asked one of the more experienced Rox front office workers why there were no former Negro League players there, such as Larry Doby, who I knew was a friend of Mike Vex. And she told me that the young promotions girl was struggling so badly that they were afraid to invite Doby in and have him witness a poorly executed promotion, afraid that he might tell Vex about it. Ouch. I mean, we had access to the legendary Larry Doby and failed to bring him in for a Negro League tribute. Not what you would expect from a Mike Vex team. The uniforms did look great, though, but they did not help the Rox win their fourth straight game. In fact, it started a rather ugly-looking losing streak.
Just as perplexed as anyone as to why Mike Fisher was not on the mound to start this ball game. Was down on the field prior to the start of this contest, and Ed Nottle said that Fisher had arrived and that he would be starting this ball game. So it was a shock to everyone when Kevin Lynn went out there. Carlos Rosario, who is out of the lineup and is available to play tonight. I asked Carlos if he was okay, and he jumped up in the air and did some sort of karate kick. So that was his answer. He's ready to play, but Ed wants to take it slowly with him. First pitch to Bustos is launched into the next county. That one's headed for the fairgrounds. Home run, Saul Bustos. It is 4-3. That may be the longest home run hit at Campanelli Stadium. There's a big Ferris wheel in view over the left field wall. All lit up and spinning, looking very pretty against the night sky. I don't think it quite reached the Ferris wheel, but it was heading in that direction. And Tony Cotis is up here. He's the clubhouse attendant.
Mike Fisher was stuck in traffic coming back in from Rhode Island because his wife just had a baby.
Right.
And his shoulder was still tight. So instead of pushing him, and since he hadn't thrown in a couple of days, they decided to hold him off and go with Lynn on short notice.
I appreciate that, Tony. Appreciate you coming
no
up here.
problem.
By the way, everybody I talked to says you were doing a fine job. If you're not familiar with the job that a clubhouse attendant does, it's a lot of work, right?
Oh, it is a lot of work. I'm here at 9, 10 o'clock in the morning, and I leave 2, 3 in the morning. So it's a long day, but I'm here to help these guys out, and I do the best I can.
And that's why they pay you the big bucks.
Oh, only I wish. I wish I got the big bucks. Maybe someday.
Now it's Marty Weymouth coming on. He's 1-1 this season with a 6.00 earned run average. He's had his ups and downs. This is his 12th appearance. Does have 3 saves, but apparently has lost his closer's role. Both Ed Nottle and Rich Sever telling me they still have faith in Marty Weymouth. Weymouth working from the stretch with a runner at second base and 1 out. The first pitch is sailed right back to the backstop, and that allows Kerrigan to move up to third base. Brock homered last night, also had a triple last night. He rips one into center field, going to drop in for a base hit. And sure enough, Kerrigan will score on the play.
That would be it for Weymouth's professional baseball career. He said he'd been pitching in pain, it just got to be too much, and so he retired. And the Rox released Carlos Figueroa. Manager Ed Nottle never really gave him a chance. 7 games, only 6 at-bats. Carlos would play 6 more seasons of independent ball and hit over 300 in each one of those seasons. Ed just had absolutely no confidence in him. The Rox were swept 3 straight by Adirondack, taking their losing streak to 4. And now they had to drive all the way to Quebec for a 3-game set against a tough team. The scene was set for a one-sided series, only someone forgot to tell the Rox they were supposed to be on the losing side. Be sure to click the subscribe button to follow my wild and wacky journey with the Brockton Rox, because more episodes are on the way. Thanks for watching.